Sometimes crime pays, and pays well.
Now you are going to die.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we are counting down our picks for the top 10 anime characters that got away with everything.
From now on, there should only be friendship and peace between us.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we'll be looking at the individuals in anime who, despite the severity of their crimes, managed to get away scot-free. Oh, sure, they may have had their dreams dashed and gotten the occasional beatdown along the way, but as far as actual punishment is concerned, they got off pretty lightly. Get ready for a few incriminating spoilers down the line. I'm Todd Haberkorn, who constantly gets away with millions of jewels worth of property damage in the fairy tale universe, and is enemy number one with every insurance company in Fiore. So, this list is right up my backdoor alley. Wait, phrasing.
Let's get ready to mojo!
I can't wait to capture her and experiment until I turn her too much.
Number 10, Croix Meridies, Little Witch Academia.
This seems familiar. Doesn't it, Chariot?
Some people never get over their high school years, especially when they think they've been duped out of a chance to become the most powerful witch in the world. I know the feeling. When her bestie was entrusted with the shiny rod, Croix not only decided to terminate their friendship, but also try and sneak her way to ultimate power in her adult years.
Such a waste of time. Private lesson over.
Too bad that grand plan of hers involved turning a human populace into an angry mob, endangering Akko, all before her own tech ended up creating a sentient magic missile that nearly destroyed everything. Does she get thrown in the slammer? Nah, she just makes peace with Chariot and decides to be a good girl instead. Yay for justice!
Don't forget, you're welcome back here anytime, Croix.
That's very kind of you.
Number 9, Yazan Gable, Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam. Even the vilest of villains manage to slip away every now and again, and Yazan is one of the slipperiest of them all.
You monster! People have died today! So many have died already!
No need to cry, my friend. You'll be joining them in a minute.
Constantly seeking battle, this bloodthirsty pilot soon found himself hooking up with the deadly organization known as the Titans, who quickly put his penchant for murder to good use.
Too cocky, kid.
This mostly consisted of him taking out whole droves of AEUG's main cast.
Perfect.
You would have thought that this would eventually lead to the Zeta Gundam ripping him a new plug socket, but nope. He manages to keep on finding a way to survive. Can't we just trade his life for 4s, please? I'll give you some leftover Halloween candy, please? Number 8, Charioce XVII, Rage of Bahamut, Virgin Soul. Just because you have smoldering good looks doesn't mean you can act like a tyrannical ruler. I'm looking at you, Vegeta. And yet ye old Mary Jerkface over here managed to get his own happily ever after when all was said and done. Oh, sure, he ended up losing his eyesight, but that's a small price to pay when you've got a gal like Nina waiting on your every need. Still can't wrap our heads around that one. After all, Charioce enslaved demonkind, attacked the gods themselves, locked up Jean for pretty much no reason, not to mention treated Nina like a waste of space.
もう一緒に踊れないの?
ない。二度とな。
Why does he get to keep his position of power? Oh, right, he's hot. Oh, Charioce, can I get a quick selfie? Number 7, Johann Faust VIII, Shaman King. Well, somebody made the jump to the good guy's side rather easily. Need we remind you that this creep tried to cheat his way through the Shaman tournament? Namely by kidnapping Manta to throw Yo off his game during their battle. Did he end up getting the stuffing beaten out of him by Yo as a result? By now you should know that's not where this list is going. Instead, later down the line, Yo's wife-to-be Anna offered to bring back Faust's wife as long as he joined their cause.
合わせてあげましょうか。あんたがヨウのために戦ってくれるのならね。
If it weren't for Yo being the most chill guy ever, you can bet this wannabe necrophiliac wouldn't have been forgiven so easily.
なんでファウストをヨウ君の仲間に誘ったの？
Number 6, Rustal Elion, Mobile Suit Gundam, Iron-Blooded Orphans. Hate to say, but you can't deny that this smug bastard kind of earned his victory. He played the long game.
話を聞いていなかったのか？私もお前の嫌ううさんくさい大人の一人だ。
Set the pieces up perfectly. Used McGillis's sense of self-righteousness against him. Brought in war crime weaponry to take out his foes, and of course, wiped out Tekkadan in the process.
ダインスレイブ隊、放て。
The fruits of his bloody labor? Becoming the undisputed ruler of Galahorn, and all the prestige and power that comes with it. You're an asshole, Elion, even if you did outsmart everyone else along the way. Excuse me while I go pout on the couch while looking at what conventions I want to go to next year.
より民主的な組織として再編され、その初代代表にラスタルエリオンが就任した。
Number 5, Griffith, Berserk. Back in his prime, this mercenary leader was so charismatic that he could practically get away with murder. And he did. A lot.
The loser must die.
Alas, after Guts decided to walk out on the band of the Hawk, Griffith went through something of a mental breakdown.
Why? Why didn't you come to see me before?
After screwing Princess Charlotte, the White Hawk would find himself imprisoned and extensively tortured.
The tendons in his arms and legs have been slashed.
Now you might think that would disqualify him from this list, but if you think about it, what is a year of getting cut up compared to being offered godhood? Taking it, sacrificing all your friends, violating Casca, and not getting butchered by Guts as a result. We'd still call that a win.
Griffith!
Number 4, Sasuke Uchiha, Naruto series.
There's no question that you're special. Unfortunately, you're not quite as special as I am.
While traders in anime tend to meet their maker sooner rather than later, this guy managed to breeze through his villain phase and hop right back around into everyone's good graces just in time for the sequel series.
またお前に盾つくかもわからんぞ。
そしたらまた止める。つうか、もうお前はそんなことしねえよ。
We won't deny that Sasuke's alignment shifting was engrossing at the best of times, but you would have thought that at the end of it all, he'd get more than a slap on the wrist. He betrayed the village, went from one villainous faction to the next, even came close to gutting his former teammates. Yet they still took him back without a second thought. Maybe he just gives really good Christmas presents. I've got my list handy if you want to take a little gander at it.
また今度な。ありがとう。
Number 3, Frieza, Dragon Ball series. Death is but a rotating door for this tyrannical alien ruler. He's enslaved just as many planets as he's destroyed, ruining countless lives along the way.
Oh my! This is stupendous! Wow! What a great show!
You wouldn't have thought a genocidal junkie like him would be able to escape justice forever, but he has his wily ways. Trunks sliced him in half. Goku blasted him into a million pieces. Even hell itself tried to swallow him whole. Was that the end of it? Please. He ended up getting a pardon from an angel, and now gets to carry on around the cosmos like the good old days.
皆さん、お待たせしました。宇宙の帝王、ここに完全復活です。
Number 2, Mayuri Kurotsuchi, Bleach. Quite possibly the only mad scientist you will ever find wandering around heaven, the captain of the 12th Division might be a genius, but he's also not who you'd want in charge of the Afterlife's military.
Oh, no.
Once the bombs have been released, they are not ever supposed to return.
He's kidnapped, killed, and experimented on members of the Quincy race, has way too much fun when it comes to thinking up unorthodox ways to poison someone, shown to have no problem threatening other subordinates with torture, and has acted abusive to his own lieutenant.
You idiot! I gave you a direct order to hang on to him even if your arms were ripped off.
And yet, Soul Society still has him on their payroll, in spite of what has to be a laundry list of ethical violations. Just as long as he doesn't get paid vacations, I'm fine. Wait, he does? Ah, motherfucker.
Unbelievable. You couldn't understand something this obvious happening right in front of you? What idiots!
Number 1, Orochimaru, Naruto series. What many consider the MVP of the ninja villains this anime introduced over the years, Orochimaru is a snake by every definition.
Orochimaru.
The amount of crimes this guy has committed is just too many to count, from conducting illegal experiments to invading the Leaf Village. And let's not forget the fact that he was behind the deaths of both the 4th Kazekage and the 3rd Hokage.
Don't you think it's about time you took a rest, old man?
You would have thought that he would have at least been given the death penalty for his horrendous actions. Yet nowadays, he's kicking it back as a proud papa under strict surveillance. Sneaky bastard.
あなたはこの私の子供なのよ。今は忘れてしまっているだけ。私はあなたが愛おしい。
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.